Good evening, everyone. Welcome to episode 79 of Compass Games Town Hall. I am joined tonight by Billy. Where's your dad?
He's upstairs. He's coming. He's on his way.
Okay. How's everyone doing out there? I already seeing people checking in. We got Florida, Annapolis, Ontario. Everybody's already getting their town hall entries in, and I just checked the tool and it is working. We already got 19 people on there. So if you want to get that going while we're waiting on Bill, make sure you leave your comment with hashtag town hall and start getting your questions in.
And Happy New Year to everybody.
And Happy New Year to everybody.
It started. It's already off.
I know I always get confused in our meetings when Bill's like, oh, yeah, next year, 2023, wait, 2024. And I'm like, wait, what year is now? I don't know.
No, yeah, it takes some time to get adjusted to, but
yep,
always right down that time. So what's on the agenda today?
Lots of things. So I figured we could start. We could talk over about the Kickstarter, which
Did we reach 40 yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That ain't bad.
43.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
That's not bad at all, young fellas.
All right, there we go. So current Kickstarter ends tomorrow morning. So this is your last chance if you want to subscribe to issues 105 through 108 with the major savings there, or just get issue 105 on its own. So we're at 43 backers right now, 13 hours to go. You can go through here for just a summary of issue 105. But if you want to know what's included in subscription add-on, you can go right to our updates. So the second update has both parts of our video interview with Ty Bamba. And then the first one has a nice little summary of all of the goodies you're going to find in all of the issues for this subscription cycle. So if you have not renewed your subscription yet, or if you've never subscribed and you want to, make sure you get that in before tomorrow morning at 9:56 a.m. Eastern Time. It's a nice little lineup of games and especially the extras, because there's lots of stuff for Third World War. I'm looking forward to the preview for Trench Race, so I was just working on that one. Jutland. We know we get a lot of questions about Jutland. And then the Tank Destroyer expansion for American Tank Ace. So that one's a fun one.
Who said that's a fun one?
It is a fun one.
Yes, who said it? So what's happening? So we're here again, I guess, and it's is this our first? No, this can't be our first one of the year.
Yeah, it is.
This is the first one of 2024?
I think so.
Wow, and we've already shipped Europe in Turmoil 1 and 2 are shipped and on their way. People have received them. Enemy at the Gates is being worked on right now, and that's on track to ship end of the third week around the 26th. And Paper Wars 105 is at the end of the month. World War II Commands, you'll see that will be our next Kickstarter, and that's probably early February, maybe February 10th, 15th that that's released. Go down.
That's as far as it goes.
Oh, that's it. So you can't go down. Okay, the next ones on the pipeline are, let me get this straight because we talked, is it Atlantic Sentinels?
I think so.
I believe you are correct. I am double checking. Yep, Atlantic Sentinels.
Okay, and then Storm of Steel. And then we had another one.
Air and Armor.
No. That got
Burning
pushed
Banners?
off. No.
Bismarck? You had Air and Armor before Bismarck, but it might be Bismarck.
It's either Victor's here. It's
Or Six Trooper.
No, I thought it was either there or Sea Power State. I don't remember which one. I thought it was one of those that you.
Well, we know for sure it's Atlantic Sentinels and Storm of Steel is after World War II campaign. So that will be probably I don't know. Atlantic Sentinels will be in February. Storm of Steel will be late February, maybe early March. So that's good. Somebody just posted, I just got Europe in Turmoil 1 and 2. Nice job, Dave.
Yep, lots of folks posting about that one. So while we are here on the homepage, I figured we could show them some of the new stuff on the website. So we have the top 10 all-time games that Bill put together that you can now see right from the homepage.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now,
And
the
then-
funny thing is,
Office Classics.
okay, the funny thing is when you go off these top 10, like we have maybe 11, the next 5 are what? Oh, yeah, that's wrong.
That's the list you sent me.
No, that's our dens.
Yeah.
I will fix that.
I think it's supposed to be on Karkov's later, right?
Yeah, Kharkov is on there, but it's Silent War, Enemy Action, our dens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Kharkov is down. How many do you have there? 4, 5?
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's sorting them.
Oh, yeah, you got to mix up.
Sort them. Yeah, I will fix that.
No, I got that one. Yeah, so those are mixed. So we'll move. So Enemy Action, our dens should be second, and Enemy Action Kharkov should be last.
Yep. And then is this the right tricorn? I know you had just tricorn on the list. I was guessing this is the right one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
Okay. And then we also have a snazzy new theme page where you can see pretty pictures of everyone on the team and what we do. Little bios. And thank you to John for putting that together. I thought that would be fun to go through. And then one more thing. Maybe we talk about Expo while we're here.
Yes.
Spring Expo. So we actually got a good question on the Facebook post that I made yesterday in the group. Somebody was wondering what new games we'll have available for purchase at Spring Expo. And I figured that was a very sneaky way to figure out our release schedule, but we could at least tell them a couple of things that are coming up.
Yeah, I think we just went over a couple things that are coming up. Okay. Like I said, next Atlantic Sentinel, Storm of Steel. Probably, I would say, when is it? In May?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say Burning Banners, Hitler's Last Gamble, and Iron Armor all should be out by May. Okay,
Awesome.
and probably throw in a Bismarck and a Shoots Trooper in there to get those done.
Good stuff. All right. I will get off of this screen while you guys cover the Victory at Sea question.
Yeah, Victory at Sea, we just got the revised chart, and that then we were waiting for. We had to redo it, and so it's got that in. So I would say that that's going to probably plug in around June, maybe. Yeah, I would say that'd be around June. Hitler's Last Gamble, the shipment was supposed to go out on December 19th, I think, but because here's the funny thing. Okay, because of what's happening in the Red Sea, which has no effect on us, okay, because our ships go through the Pacific Ocean, through the Panama Canal, okay, but because it's a whole big, and the Red Sea, they're not redirecting to the Pacific Ocean, they're just going around the Indian Ocean to the south part of Africa around the Cape. Okay, so it doesn't even affect anything, but all of a sudden shipping is all array now. And something that was supposed to go out on December 19th is actually not going on until hopefully, let me look. The 14th, they said? Yeah, I think they said the 14th, but that's a Sunday, so that's not happening. So hopefully it go out next week. And in there is Burning Banners. So what happens is when the minute that gets shipped, the minute that comes in the warehouse, Burning Banners get shipped out ASAP. Okay. Then it's either Iron Armor or Hitler's Last Gamble. What? Oh, yeah, Last Gamble. Yeah.
So on the topic of Burning Banners, if you pre-ordered on the website, you might not get notified about our Kickstarter updates, but you can check out our latest update from last week. It talks about we were checking out our sample, and you can see a video of the new cards because that's the one thing we did have remade just so they'd be a little bit more durable for campaign play. And I was just talking to Christopher today about the expansion, and I am very, very excited about what he had to say. So that's all I'm going to say for now, but stay tuned for news on that.
Yeah, Atlantic. No, not Atlantic Sentinels. Because Greg's asking, did we talk about it? Yeah, Atlantic Sentinels is going to be out. World War II campaigns is coming, and then it's right after that. So it's probably mid-February. So Atlantic Sentinels is going to be right out to everybody.
Keith, it's next up. We're only one day left on this Kickstarter, so.
Yep.
Awesome. Since Greg wanted to chime in, I figure we can show everybody something cool that he shared the other day in the group. So he shared Nadir's work in progress for the Panzer Ace cover, and I thought people on here who aren't in the Facebook group might want to see that. It's looking pretty darn snazzy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The other good news is American Tank Ace is back in stock now, and Carrier is back in stock, and Combat 2 is back in stock. So that's good.
Any news on Road to the Rhine?
Yeah, Road to the Rhine has we're getting close. Okay, there were a lot of issues with well, I'm not going to go into it, but there were a lot of issues with the art and getting the artwork done, and I know everybody pitched in, but it's taken a long time. But the good news is, okay, the good news is we're hopefully wrapping up all the stuff. So then it has to go to Brittany, then it has to be produced. So that's a good 9 months away from being released.
Cactus Air Force. I know that one, the artwork, it's in artwork right now, right?
Yeah, it's in artwork. Cactus Air Force is actually in artwork, so that is good.
I agree, Paul. This is actually the second or third question I've seen on Roma Victrix. So we want to talk about Roma Victrix a little bit?
Yeah, Roma Victrix has gone through a lot of changes. Oh my God, it's just edits. It's been a very interesting challenge. Okay, it's all been, I would say 30% of it's been redone. Okay, not that it was bad to begin with, but a lot of stuff needed to be added. We added stuff to it. I don't see that coming out until towards the end of the year.
Yeah, Brittany's work. It's on Brittany's queue.
Yeah, Brittany's working on it now. So it's moving. It's actually moved from artwork and development into Brittany's queue, and then it goes to production.
All right, it's a multi-part question.
Yes. What about Grant? What about Contact Now? Oh my God. Okay, we'll take. What about Grant? Grant is actually almost here. Okay, that's all completed, done. We're looking at probably for that one, because we got so much stuff in front of it, probably late end of the year. Contact Now is finally, oh my God, so some things just take a lot of things that you don't expect. Contact Now is actually, they're wrapping up everything, and it should go to Brittany for final review, in maybe a month or so? So those two, Grant and Contact Now, I'm looking at probably the end of the year. Okay, Sea Power and the State probably be around June, July. What about Tank Leader? Now, have you gotten that, Brittany? Has that come over to you?
Let me check.
No, I didn't mean it.
Yes.
I thought okay, so Tank Leader's in Brittany's queue for last round of development and going through stuff. Okay, and then it goes to production. So that has finally made it out. That's been one of those projects. That project at Contact Now has really been a bummer, from announcing it to getting it released. And that's why, again, that's why we stopped that whole system. where now we only release games that are actually in artwork and stuff like that, because I think Grant just went up on pre-order like last year. Yeah. Okay, so that's a 2-year turnaround time. Okay, between when it gets released. Sea Power in the state, I think, only went up last year. So you're never going to have a situation, knock on wood, where we say a game's, because we don't put stuff on pre-order until they're actually done or in artwork. Okay, so that's the changes we made a couple years ago, but we have to get rid of all the ones that we had beforehand. So that's why Contact Now and Tank Leader are good to get off the table.
Looks like Mo's working on scheduling a learned play for Silent War 2.0. That'll be nice to have.
Okay, good job, Mo.
Perry, status of Mons. I can actually speak to that. We were just discussing, we're just talking to the designer about some of the components, some options that we have for different component upgrades, like types of things that we need to do for like the planning maps, because there are different ways you can do it, like paper or dry erase. So we're working on figuring out the logistics of that, but the artwork itself is done. So that'll be going into my queue within the next couple of weeks. Battle Hymn 2.
Battle Hymn 2, I contacted Eric at the end of the year. He's wrapping up the rules. Okay, and so hopefully I get him by the end of this month. And then that's one that, then it's just got to go to Brittany. Then it goes into production. That's one that will be fast-tracked at once we get the final thing from the designer and development team, that will be fast-tracked throughout the system. Because that's one of those things that have been out there way, way too long. And at the time, we'll reprint Battle Hymn 1 as well.
That answers Jeff Simpson's question. He was wondering if we'll be able to get Battle Hymn Volume 1 at the same time.
Yes.
Manassas.
Manassas, I know in our update last week, I think Manassas is actually in artwork. They're wrapping it up. They had a few, the designer is going through and just making, because we added a lot of counters to the game to make it easier, and informational counters. So we have to update the rules for that. And then that goes to Brittany. So that's moving right along.
Great point from Danny Parker. Another reason to subscribe to Paper Wars. There's a great supplement in 107, which is part of the subscription cycle.
Oh, nice, Danny.
Lightning Strikes is what I'm currently working on. I have the 17 different punch boards printed out downstairs that I've been checking the scenarios on.
Yeah, Lightning Strikes I don't see coming out because we got so much. I don't see that coming out until the early next year.
It is a huge game. Spitfire Ace.
I'll let you talk about that one.
I can't talk about that one.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. We talk about it, but it always seems to it's being worked on, but I really can't. It doesn't ring a bell at the moment. I can't come to grips with anything.
Robert, yes. Way to ask the question I was waiting for someone to ask. So we are going to be doing a big designer signature edition of that one with the Columbus expansion in a couple of years. Like, don't get too excited. It's going to be a while, but very excited to work on that one.
What? Well, yeah, I have it.
No, where's it on our thing?
Golden Age of Piracy. So that one just went to Julian because we just wrapped it up, and I have files that I can share with folks.
It's on our thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I have it. Yes.
All
right.
Oh, look.
So some of the things that have changed quite a bit from the original probably pre-order page that we need to get updated. The new map from Bruce.
Oh, you like that?
I like the new map.
I like that.
And then let me see, I like the calendar. You're gonna be able to track all of your monthly events, weekly events, things that you need to be doing at certain times.
Oh.
And then one of the things that we added in during the pre-production review was a bookmark, because it's one of the chart table books, so you're going to be flipping back and forth quite a bit. And it tells you what you can do in a day, so you know when to advance your calendar easily. And just both sides, like if you're at sea, things that you can do. If you're in Nassau, what you can do. And then there's a back to it for different zones. And that way you can just easily know when your day is done and you can move on to your next thing, because it is a sandbox game. So you have all the options open to you like the whole time pretty much. And that's a lot of choices for people to make when they're used to railroady games. And then the other thing I really like, if I can get the cards to load, it's a bigger file, are the historical captains that you can play as. As I'm scrolling really, really fast, I'll go slower for you guys. And these are all dry erase cards, so you're able to track details on all of them as you're going. And of course, it's the last thing in here. Your different ships.
Oh, there's some beauties.
For treasure maps, when you find them, you can track where the location is, so you know to go do the treasure map tables when you get there. Your passengers, where they're heading. There we go. So they have little like skull and crossbones for how difficult they are to play, and you'll have a positive trait, a negative trait, and then things that will affect your actual scoring. So there's Blackbeard. You can do Anne Bonny, Mary Read, and then it's got the history of all these guys in the rule book or chart book. I would have to check. And then I know if anybody else watches Our Flag Means Death, that just got canceled today, we have Stede Bonnet, the Gentleman Pirate, Charles Vane, and Captain Kidd. Black Bart, Calico Jack, Long Ben with their flags and everything. And we added little captain counters with the historical captain's art. So if you're playing as one of the historical captains, you can swap in that counter to use. All right. Anything else folks want to see for Golden Age of Piracy? You cannot die from scurvy, Jeff, but there are a ton of random events that have different effects. I never thought that I would have to ask somebody about like the wound effects from venereal diseases in war games until this game. So he covers all sorts of options. All right. Panzerkrieg. Any updates on Panzerkrieg?
No, not today.
I agree, Joe. Bruce always does a good job.
Right. I thought there was
Jack Sparrow did not want to tempt the Disney lawyers there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Did I miss an update on Pontiac's War? No, we haven't talked about Pontiac's War yet today.
Yeah, no, Pontiac's War is due out this year.
Doesn't mind Willie.
Yeah, One-Eyed Willie. Yeah.
Well, you might want to do that before the 31st, Kevin, because that one's got a really good catalog deal, and the catalog deals end at the end of this month. So if anybody's on the fence there.
If we go back to like if we go back to our top 10, I would say that there's probably 7 games that are tied or within 30, 40 games of each other, okay, for the 11th spot on that. Okay, a lot of Greg Smith's games, okay, are there. So I think over time, the top 10 will change a little bit because Hearts and Minds is, again, one that, which I never thought when we published it, because it had been done one time before and then another print run. I never thought that would do as well, and we're in like our 3rd printing of that. Okay, and that's just been a great game for us. Okay, and that's one of those games that would take the 11th spot. Okay, and we just stopped it at 10 because we didn't want to go any further. But we have a lot of Greg Smith's games are up there. We have a lot of games that Hearts and Minds that are right in there. Okay, and in time, they're going to overtake some of the other ones.
So speaking of the catalog sale, I figured I would just pull that up and show folks, if you're looking for Hearts and Minds, down to $45 until the January 31st. And you can go to the holiday sale tab and just see the whole catalog in all of its glory. Or you can go to individual catalog categories. So like the blowout deals, which are all the really, really high percentage off, 40 to 70% off. Lots of really great deals here. Or if you're looking for strictly solo play, the solo steals, everything's either designed strictly for solitaire play, or it's 1 to 2 player with like a solo bot.
What?
The second one. Yes, okay.
Bingo. We got the year right this time.
Yes, yeah, let me see.
No. I know Mo, who's been working on that, had some job things he's working on, so that's taking a lot of time. But no, Fleet Series is still being worked on, but no real big going forward with that. Oh, that's what he said. It slowed me down. See how I answered it. And I didn't even read it. Yeah, Combat 3 is Brittany has Combat 3. She's reviewed Trench Raid, and that actually has we had to throw some things back to the artist to change. And Mons, you mentioned that you're working on. You haven't gotten that yet, but it's moving along.
Yep, artwork's all done.
And remember, Mons is one that I had talked to the designer. He's a great guy. And we're doing other games in the series. Okay, so it will be a series games. How do you like that? Oh, yeah, Little Land. Yay, Little Land.
Breaking the Chains.
Yeah, Breaking the Chains that's coming out right around the June time with Sea Power in the State. They'll be out at the same, well, not at the same time, but within a month of each other.
Good stuff. Oh, Kaiser High Seas Fleet. I don't feel like we haven't talked about that one in a while.
Yeah, Kaiser will probably be towards the fall. Rebel Tide, Billy and Julian actually played it, went through a test review. John is going through a test review. And then all the artwork and everything's done, okay, then it goes to Brittany. So that's one we're excited about getting out. So that's moving along.
It's like Greg just sent a wave of fans over. Just got a whole flood of comments about Rebel Tide.
Say it again. Say it again.
Correct, Matt.
Yes, is the Rifle Spade series. Yep, and we're going to be doing more smaller bet. I had talked to him about maybe doing like 3 or maybe doing like a quad or 2 games in one box that are smaller, maybe one mapper for each battle. And let's get Mons on, and then we'll have other games that we're going to be working on in that series.
So, John, that is actually a good point to bring up because our John asked me to put this call out there. So if anyone is an experienced South China Sea player and wants to help out with the development of the Straits of Malacca expansion, please send an email to john@compassgames.com. So if you are really into South China Sea, familiar with the system, want to help out, send John an email, john@compassgames.com.
Yeah, what we're going to do is well, we know Desert Storm is being republished. Okay, that's being worked on. It came out of the blue. A guy who's done a lot of work on it. So Desert Storm will have the original plus an update to it. So it'll be like 2 games in one. Okay. What we're going to do is Billy and Julian are in charge of the command. And I'm going to talk to them about getting a list together of what we get a list together of how we want to package it and have you guys vote on what you guys want to see. So that list hopefully will get up here within a month and we're going to be combining games. So an example is the Russo-Japanese War. They did 3 games on battles of the Russia, and they did a war. They did 2 battles. Okay, we're going to combine that into a box and have all 3 of them in there. Okay, the Civil War games we're going to have in one box. So we're going to be putting multiple games on the same topic in one box. So it's not like we're going to just reprint one game, except for Desert Storm. Okay, so we're going to have that list up to you so you guys can actually give us some feedback on what you want to see.
Harry, that would be two 22 by 34-inch maps. Jutland.
Jutland is actually in production.
Yes, it is. Shout out to their dev team. They're a well-oiled machine.
And when I mean Jutland's in production, I mean it's at the printers. Oh God, that's what's being worked on now. Okay, I don't see will be released. My God, I don't see that for another. Jesus, I can't even give you a time. We're just starting that project, so I don't want to give it to you, but probably late 2025. And that's only a guess. I got to see. We got to make sure what happens. Yeah, no, it's a different game. Yeah, no. The 1870 is not the same game as At Any Cost game. They're two different games. They're not even. No, you wouldn't find it redundant. Okay, if you purchase both of them. The Pacific, yeah, by Herman Luttman. They're two separate, so I don't think you would. Blue Water Navy, everything's with the designer. Okay, all the artwork has been done. Everything is with the designer for the final check, and he says we email maybe twice a month. He's working on it. Okay, and once that's another one we need to get out. And we still have a couple copies of Blue Water Navy in the warehouse. Okay, that we found. Okay, right? We have a couple of those. Okay, but yeah. But we'll reprint Blue Water Navy 1 when we do Blue Water Navy 2. Yes, we do have update. Oh God, John finally got with the designer. Who's it? Oh my God, I know who he is too. He's famous. Well, he got with the designer on some questions about counters and stuff, and they've wrapped that up, so it's back moving along. But again, it's still in the artwork phase. It hasn't moved to Brittany.
Mark Garden.
Yeah, that's actually at the printers.
Lots of folks getting in their town hall submissions. Make sure you get in your comment. Looks like most of you already have. We already have 140 entries and 204 people watching. So make sure you get your town hall comment in for a chance to win a free game at the end of the night.
Something I want to say. I can't remember. Okay. Yeah, no, Jason asked if is there anything about trench raid? No, there isn't.
Not yet.
Not yet. And that just shows you where Compass is trying to tighten up because that's actually through Brittany. That's actually going to the printers pretty soon, and there's nothing online. Okay, because we have the things we envision about having games done or mostly done, maybe a year and a half out when we put them on pre-order is coming to fruition. What was I thinking?
Oh, Robert, were you the one who needed the Red Poppies campaign one? That was an adventure to find.
Oh yeah, he was looking for Red Poppy's rule book for Yippies there, and Red Poppy's won. And my God, we've been out of that for a long time, right, Bill?
Was it him?
Yeah, that was him.
It was Alice.
No, it was him. No, it was Red Poppies. I don't think it was Alas Pericatus. We had the same thing with that one too. That somebody was looking for a rule book. But the other thing we're doing is, okay, the first 4 issues of Paper Wars, Okay, it was 77, 78, 79, and 80. Okay, all sold out years ago. Okay, those were our first ones, and the print runs weren't very much at the time because we didn't know what the. Oh yeah, I told you it was on us. Oh yeah, we found Alice Bear Contest, but somebody asked for a rule book for Red Poppies.
Yeah, somebody on
Oh
Enthusiast.
no, we didn't find Red Poppies. We found Alice. Yeah. Okay, well Bill was right. See, good job, Billy.
Yeah,
I'd say Billy's Chiefs stink, but that's another story. They're my Chiefs too. But okay, but what we're doing with where was I? Oh yeah, with Paper Wars. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 77, 78, 79, and 80 and box them. So we're going to update them. We're going to do everything that needs to be done, and they're going to be in one box. Okay, because so that they're on different topics. I think one's Anzio, Rockets, Red Glare, War of 1812 is that one. Then you have Thunderbirds, which is a solitaire bombing campaign. And then you have, I think, Red Sun Rising, a naval Russo-Japanese game. So all those are going to be in the same box. So we're working on that too. Because
yes, the question, dude.
if you guys were going to do a sports game, what sports would you choose to make a game on?
You know, mine.
Oh, well, okay. If you want an exciting game, okay, if you want to be bored out of your gourd, okay, and there's no action and there's one goal, then Bill would do soccer, which I would think that there's not enough action. It's stupid. It's watching a game, people running back and forth. So I would do, if I had to do one, I would do, no, I would do football.
That's not bad.
Because football is very much like a battle. Okay, it's very much military oriented. We have plays and stuff like that on everything, and you have defense, offense. I would definitely go with football. I
think Gladiators counts as a sports game.
Tell me your fun one that you're like, no.
I like curling.
Yeah.
I was amazed watching that years ago in the Olympics,
Snooze fest.
where they're blowing on it, it's just unbelievable. I don't even know how the game works. But I watched them play cricket. It was funny. I was me and Carolyn were driving around town, and we saw people playing cricket in like a park in Cromwell, which I said, who?
It's like a baseball. It's like a baseball field.
Yeah, baseball field, but you would never think that cricket would be being played. And we parked the car and I watched it a little bit. I just thought it was funny because I never would have expected that cricket would be being played in Cromwell, Connecticut. So that was good. So I like
That's
that.
a good question, John.
We don't understand rugby.
Oh yeah, I like watching rugby, but I don't understand
I like it.
the concept of when they all go together in a bunch.
The
huddling, and then the ball pops out. I don't even understand. I watch it, but I say, what the? It makes no sense to me. What, for each one of you, what game are you most looking forward to for 2024? Well, I'll have Brittany go first.
I would have to say probably Shoots Troopa, because you and I, Bill, like that was a big project for the two of us getting that over the line. I'm excited to see that one actually hit tables and hear what people think of it.
I would have never thought that. I thought you'd pick something else.
No, I think that was the one that was the hardest for us to do, and we did it together. It was like a team effort. I like it.
I think there's an easy one that she just
I thought there was going to be an easy one.
Over.
Burning Banners?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about Burning Banners.
Okay, so you picked two.
Yes, I picked two.
Okay. Bill?
Mine would have been that or Iron Armor. Not for me, just Iron Armor in general. But I would say Burning Banners for me as well.
We played the most of Burning Banners.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good.
This is all.
They're all his favorites.
Yeah, I can't. Look, I can't. I don't know of one that I would want more than another. And I know that's a cop out, but as owner and publisher, I don't want to make anybody feel bad, because I think our lineups today. Okay, when I look back on when we did it as a hobby, okay, up until 2018, okay, I don't think. Look, there's no game, and people would disagree with me, and they can really go down to the place that is the opposite of heaven, okay? But there's no game that I'm not proud of, okay, that I've released, okay? They can yap, they can bitch, they can say whatever they want, but a lot of sweat and tears went into every game we ever did. Now, that being said, okay, there's a maturity. We have our games today, okay, our games today, because of production quality, because of all the things that we become, okay, it's just phenomenal, the games that we have today coming out, okay? These are games that exceed my expectations on every level, okay? So when somebody asks me what games are you most proud of this year, I'm proud of every one of them. But I do think that Compass has, and what people don't understand, it was a hobby for years, okay? Up until 2018, okay, me and my partner were working full-time jobs. Okay, we would release a couple games a year. It was a fun thing to do. Okay, 2018 came around, and like always, there's bumps in the road. I don't give a rat's ass if you buy my games. Okay, I really don't care. And then here's what one guy said. Well, I'm not gonna buy my games because I don't like their politics. Okay, well, you don't know what my politics are. Okay, so if that's what you're deciding on why you're buying a game, then I'm not going to say it, but you're a narrow-minded troll who you don't know who I am. And then one guy said, oh yeah, I like Little Bill, I hate Big Bill. Okay, okay, you think I care? And the reason why I'm bringing it up, not that I care, but because of these trolls that get on there. And when was the last time I've looked online? So all your little, and here's what I say, all your little stuff has just made us better than what where we are today as far, and what I'm saying is the quality, so I can't answer how we got on this conversation. Okay. Oh yeah, customer service. I give free stuff to people when they doesn't get there. Yeah, Little Bill is the greatest. And look, you guys should like 3 people in this company. Okay, in my mind. You should like Billy, Brittany, and Julian. Okay. Those are the people who are the future of the company, not me and John. Okay, not Adam. Okay. We are we're just there to to pave a road for them. And so no, I think again, so I don't have any. I will say that there is one game I really am looking forward to.
After all that.
Just because it brings back memories.
I know which one it is. It's not 2024 release.
No, it's not a 2024 release.
Brittany should know this.
But it's one game that it's one game I'm looking forward to, but it has nothing to do with do I think it's better than anybody else's or
well, that's what I think mine is too. Like Burning Banners, I like, I want to play it. It's not because I think it's any better. For me, it's Roman Victrix that needs to come out.
Yeah,
That-
Bill likes Roman victory.
No, that needs to I need to get that. That's like Brittany's Schultz Trooper answer. That's how I feel about that one. Tell him what your game is though.
No, I'm not going to tell him.
We all know what it is.
But look, we've got great designers. You know, we've got a group of people who design great games. Okay. And what we're going to do is I told John is get the designers. Know how we did that thing for us that we're up on the website? I said, look, the designers, we wouldn't be here without them. So we're going to do like a little, what would you call it?
Bio?
Where they're going to have their pictures and a little bio of all our designers, okay, on the website, because without them, and we don't give a lot of shout outs to them, okay, but designers and artists and developers all bring the game together. Yeah. And it's just a great thing to have. And I just wanted to say that, again, we're going into 2024. And you want to know something? Again, the fun thing about it is no matter how many people, okay, are out there doing what they're doing, you're not bringing me down because I still love the hobby and I still love what we do. Okay. And I think, and it actually propels me to, keep it going because these people are idiots. And you guys, my customers who buy our games, you know, there's nothing better than you guys. So this isn't a rant, okay? This is just me saying, you know, I'm glad where we are today. We've got Brittany. I've got a group of people. And remember, up until in 2018, 2019, there were only 2 people. You know, I think people forget, okay, that it was only 2 people, okay? And yeah, we did our best. It could have been better, of course. Look, I don't run companies, okay, and saying that I don't do anything wrong, okay? We always strive, whether it's in pharmacy, nursing home, and clean, we always strive to do better because it's when you stop striving to do better that you fail. Okay. And so again, I think that now it's just a joy. It really is to have everything in place. And we're updating the website. Okay. Where you're going to be able to search things and make it more friendly. Okay. That's been on our bucket thing for 5 years, but who was going to do it? So I think we got Billy, I think we got Julian, I think we got Brittany, all passionate. And remember, these people ain't faking it. These are young people who are passionate. And that's what you need to be in this industry and to make it succeed. And we do games on all different topics. Okay. And I'll be the first to say we've made mistakes. You know, mistakes happen. But it's how you internalize those mistakes and try to improve that's the key of a successful company. So I want to say thank you. This should have been my end of the year speech.
No, this is the way to start the year.
Oh, start the new year, yes. And look, Iron Armor, you know, Third World War, I can go down the list. Europe in Turmoil 1 and 2 are great looking games. Okay. World War III campaigns is going to take you back to World War II campaigns is going to take you back to 1980 with the artwork. Okay. In that game, we kept the feel. Burma and Chaco, we didn't keep the feel because those were done in the early 70s. And who wants that feel? I'm not saying who wants the 80s feel, but at least it was a feel. Okay. So again, we thank you guys for showing up here every 2 weeks and hopefully, Prelude to Revolution. Yeah, there's one that I've doubled down on that system. Prelude to Rebellion didn't sell well. Okay.
Good game, though.
Good game, didn't sell well. So I doubled down and say, let's do Prelude to Revolution. Okay, with the thing that it was going to lead to American Rev and Napoleonics. Okay, and that's why we did Prelude, and it's done better than Rebellion. But again, it was all to get to the third and fourth game in that series. But again, I can't. I like to say to everybody, hey, it's all about you guys, and yeah, I like Shoots Trooper. I'm playing that upstairs. Well, what I got upstairs? Jeez, that's all I got.
High Seas Fleet.
Yeah, High Seas Fleet is good. I think Iron Armor's good, and the other Iron Armor's in artwork, the second one. So that's good. Greg Smith just keeps pumping out the games, and we are trying to. So that's good, and we like Greg. What other games we got coming out?
Pontiac's War.
Pontiac's War is a good one. Who else? John Southard. I'm going to get in contact with him. We did some emails on New Year's Day, but we need to have a conversation on what's next for the carrier system and what's next for Grant. I just want to say shout out to Chris, who's done Europe in Turmoil. He's doing 30 Years War. Oh, he did Barbarians. The remakes that we do, I'll tell you, we got Mr. Lincoln's War. We've got a lot up on that we don't even have on the website yet. We've got yours.
Grand.
What?
No, which one?
The one you're working on?
Grand Republic.
Yeah, Grand Army of the Republic. Because we didn't have a lot of Civil War games. So
That's all it's coming.
yeah, it's funny.
Mr. Lincoln's
People
War.
say, why do you publish what you, again, we don't go out and ask people to do things. Okay, it's what people want to do. And all of us, we had very few Civil War games. I don't think we have we had a strategic Civil War game? Price of Freedom was, but that was years ago. War for the Union. But now we have like 3 of them.
That's true.
So again, we like that you come to the conventions, and we like meeting you. And it's just been a great look. 2023 was great. 2024, Burning Banners.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not.
What? What?
Oh, yeah, Rebel Tide. There's gonna be another.
Oh yeah, Rebel Tide
You
in
got
another
3
one.
You got 3 already in the.
And like I said, we need to get some of those old games done.
Yeah.
And those have been the focus. Ah, see? No, and we couldn't do without you, and we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, he buys a lot.
Yeah, it's funny how I can see because we see who the orders are. And so we're trying to improve stuff, and well, Lawrence and Raymond come out. Now, have you gotten that?
No.
No.
That's still an artwork.
Yeah, I'm still working on that.
And we changed the name.
I'm still waiting for what's his name.
What's the name?
It's I don't know. It's a
Yeah, I don't. Crescent?
yeah, Falling Crescent.
Falling Crescent is the name now.
I'm still waiting for Roger Norman's response.
But what we want to do is we want to clear out the back stuff. And that's really been our game plan. So again, I don't know how I got on this on a one stupid comment.
I know how I got on it.
What?
It all started with earlier today.
What was earlier today?
We were talking.
No, I was not going to do it. I was happy. Things were going. I had no intent. Oh, we like Bruce Yearing.
We do.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He does a lot of our artwork. We like Nadir does Adam's artwork. He does a good job. Antonio does a good job. Nutt does a good job. All these people we're going to put, all these people are going to have their space on the website, like meet the designers, because I think that's as important to people to give them the recognition again, because without them, there would be no Compass.
Yeah, and somebody earlier said we should link the games that each designer has done, and that's one of the things we're working on. Is adding the categories so you can search by designer. So then we'll be able to have a link on their bio, so you just go see all the games they've done for us.
Yeah, so those are, and again, those are things that Oh, Shane Logan. Yup, he's out there. Those are things that when you're a 2-person company, you know, if people brought that stuff up to me, no, I can't do it because I have other things that rate more important. But now we're at the point where we're trying to make it the website to be a better customer service experience, and putting yes, if you kickstart paperboard subscription, yes, just tell me and I'll cancel your pre-orders. And can I just say something? Who can you email at 11 o'clock at night? Okay, an owner of a company, and get a response at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I don't know of anybody out there who, and I don't sign my name a lot because you never know who you're going to get that email from. Okay, but my point is, I get email. I'm New Year's Eve, 1 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Day. A guy emails me, I don't know where he was from, and goes, "Oh, you won't get this for a couple of days." I respond back to him at 1 o'clock on New Year's Day in the morning. So
most of us have to sleep.
What?
Most of us have to sleep. Bill has a
Oh no, I do, but I get up. So I'm always and the computer's right by my couch.
Oh, you have your cell phone too.
Oh, and I have my cell phone. So it's very easy with the cell phone to respond. So again, hopefully, yeah. Yeah, I don't think, I guess I could have said hell, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, it took you. What game are we doing tonight?
Oh, yeah, what game we going to give away tonight?
It would be Enemy at the Gates, right? Because that's the one that's going to be shipping.
No, I don't think we did Europe in Turmoil.
Yeah,
Europe and Turmoil?
you do it again, though. You did it.
Did we?
Yeah, I went to some Canadian.
Yeah. Okay, no, we'll do
Yeah, do that one.
Enemy at the Gates.
Or paper.
No, paper. What do you want to do?
I mean, Gates will be the next time.
Yeah.
We'll do Europe and Turmoil 2 again.
Oh, no, we'll do one.
Okay, so while they're talking about that,
Yeah, I don't know if you did one.
and you guys are getting in your last minute
we did
hashtag
too.
town hall comments,
I don't know what you did last time.
I figured I could share your sneak
Well, what do
peek
you want to do?
the cover for Engine
Let's
Thieves
go on.
while they're having their business meeting.
Let's say that's what they like.
I know. That's why you.
Oh, this isn't ready.
What?
Is this ready to go on Kickstarter?
Not yet. But I said
Oh,
I
well,
would show
show it
them
to
the
'em.
cover of this to talk about while you guys were having your business meeting.
Oh, good.
So what game are we actually giving away?
The second Europe and Turmoil.
Okay.
Yeah, second one.
All right. So everyone get in your hashtag town hall. It looks like we got 221 people watching, 185 entries. So if you have not gotten it in, get in the next couple of minutes here. Thank you, Molotov. Yeah, we have a couple of tiny edits, but this is the status for us to get started on advertising, getting the word out there, and I am loving it. Okay, now let's share it with the giveaway screen. There you are. All right. And time is up. Who's it going to be? All right, winner over on YouTube, Michael Mellon.
Oh, gosh.
What?
I think one from the U.S.
I know. I think he's from the U.S.
Yeah, I think it's from.
All right, so they just need to reach out to you, Bill, right? Sales?
Yeah, so let's reach out to me at sales.
And we'll
And
get that game on its way.
any last quick questions before we call it a night and throw this in the book and forget about it?
Until next week.
Until next week.
Or 2 weeks.
Oh, Bitter Woods Mountain Maps are that came in too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be mailing those too.
Barn Games, yes. We were just talking to the designer about the first expansion today. Working on it.
Okay, well, have a good 2 weeks. What is the meaning of life?
42.
What's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of life, Bill? To be
Happy.
to be happy and live a good life and not hurt anybody else.
And to live life.
And to live life, Bill said.
Enjoy it, because you never know what happens.
Yes, you got to enjoy life because you're going to be dead tomorrow.
Exactly. All
And
right.
that's what I think. But thanks again. It's been fun, and we will see you in who's going to be here in 2 weeks?
Julian. Thanks, Julian. And hey,
I don't know. Either John or Julian. One of them.
Good way to start the new year.
Oh, Julian's going to be here?
I think it is. I think it's Julian.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, take care, gang. We'll see you. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks all.
Peace.